The Olympics just banned trans women from competing in women's sports, and this sucks for a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. Most obviously, it sucks for trans female athletes, and while there aren't a lot of them, as I've said before, just because a minority group is small does not mean that's any reason to advocate for them less. Science behind whether trans women's bodies after years of medical transition and HRT still have biological advantages over cis women's bodies is very inconclusive. There's evidence that's pointed in both directions, and frankly, this is a topic that has not been well researched and studied enough for us to have conclusive data on it. So for the Olympics to ban us based on inconclusive data is, yes, infuriating. And that's just the tip of the iceberg here. That's just the obvious part, because this ban also excludes trans women and girls from competing in the Youth Olympics. And if trans girls transition before going through a male puberty, even if adult trans women have transitioned before going through a male puberty, there's no way their bodies have biological advantages over cis women. Their bodies have gone through the same things since they were born. So that part you can't even blame on inconclusive scientific data. That's just straight up discrimination, taking trans kids, trans girls away from opportunities they have every right to be a part of. But the largest group of people who are going to be affected by this are cis women. The Olympics are going to try to enforce this ruling by requiring all female athletes to go through genetic testing and screening before competing, and they're screening for the SRY gene, which is usually an indicator that somebody was assigned male at birth. Usually. However, people who are assigned female at birth can, on occasion, still have this gene. And the quite literal guy who discovered it just wrote an article about how it's not a good idea to use screening for this gene to decide whether or not somebody's assigned male at birth or female at birth because of these reasons. So ultimately, there are going to be cis women who occasionally screen positive for this gene. And will they be Olympic athletes? Who knows? But this will lead to Olympic athletes being transvestigated. And when transvestigation happens, it always disproportionately affects Black and brown women, specifically strong Black and brown women, the exact people we should be celebrating at the Olympic Games for their hard work and for their uniqueness and for the amazing things they're able to do with their body. Now, because of this ruling, there is a good chance that in the very near future, we are going to see a cis women, multiple cis women, banned from Olympic competition on the suspicion that they are trans.